Hello everyone. Hi. Hi. Welcome to the webinar. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the webinar. I'm so happy to see you, to be able to talk to you. Hi. Please write in the chat where you're from. It's very interesting to know which cities take part in today's webinar too. Hi everyone. Hello. Hey, good evening, good evening. Hi, Kiev. Hi from Kiev. Hi. Hi from Dnipro. I'm in Dnipro, so hello from Dnipro too. Hi. Hi, Warsaw. Oh, nice. Good. Kiev, Dnipro, Poltava. Oh, nice. Hi. 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 So nice to see you guys here. Kharkiv, Kropivnitsky, Dubno, Vinnytsia. Oh, hi. Lots of people from Dnipro. Hi, are you here to cheer me up? That's nice. Thank you. Kherson. Okay, Dnipro, Finland. Wow. National Kyiv University. So nice. Ivano-Frankivsk region. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, it's so nice to see you. Zaporizhia, hi. Oh, hello. So I saw the registration list and I was very happy to see that so many people decided to take part in our today's event. It's going to be a great experience for me. I hope it's going to be a great experience for you too. Hi, hello. So nice to see you all here. Okay, so as you might know, or if you don't know, I am Alona Khvorova. I am a National Geographic Learning ELT consultant in Linguist Company. This is why you see the Linguist Company here. And you know the topic that we are going to be talking about. But first things first, let's have a look at guys I work for. So this is the Linguist Company. And just a brief information about our company before we jump into our topic. Glad to see you too. Hi. Okay, so the Linguist Company. We are here. We are working with you for 17 years. Hopefully this is nice. Also, what you might know, the amount of publishing material we provide you with, you can see the number. We also have our partnership program, so feel free to text us about it. It's going to be interesting for you. If you're our regular customer, you might know about it. Okay, so the amount of students we've provided the textbooks, copybooks too. We have our special offers for our clients. So also feel free to text our manager or ask me to know what your manager will be. The amount of webinars per year is enormous. I hope you enjoy being here with me today and visiting all our webinars with our fantastic ELT consultants. Okay, so the languages, this is the English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, and Polish. We will be happy to give you literature for your students if you're working with these languages. Also, we have some science involved, so feel free to text to our managers about that too. Okay. And of course, we all know why we decided, to talk a little bit today. You have seen already the topic of our today's meeting. I hope it's going to be an interesting discussion for all of us. Yeah, I hope we will be very happy to be discussing this. So, how to teach our kids to read beyond books, to read the world. Hopefully you are very excited to hear this, as I'm excited to tell you about this. So thumbs up if you want to hear some new information about this. Okay. Hey. Nice. Thank you. Good. So let's have a look at our agenda for today. Yeah. So first of all, we are going to understand why we need to help children to develop particular literacies. Yeah. Then we will explore 5 essential literacies, which are visual, textual literacy, media literacy, social and global literacy too. We will have a look at some practical ideas. I have to be honest with you here. I am a practical teacher, so lots of things that I'm going to be talking about, I actually use in my classroom. There will be examples from the books I use, so hopefully it will be helpful for you. And we are going to share some ideas. It's going to be a session where we discuss ideas together. It's not because I'm lazy, even though I'm a little bit lazy, but because I'm really interested in knowing your opinion about this. So let's get started. Okay. First of all, I've prepared some interesting things for you to discuss with me and with everyone. Let's get back to a time when you were a student. You attended school, just a regular student, yeah? Which of the following things from the list, A, B, C, D, and E, which of the following list were true about you when you were a student? Just write in a chat, type, is it A, B, C, D, E, or everything, or some of the things? Okay, A, I see A. Don't be afraid to type in the chat, it's going to be interesting. State exams, A, B, C, A, B, C, E. Okay, A, C, E, good. A. Memorized a lot, this is true. A, yeah. Okay. A, C, E, A and C, lots of A's I see, yeah. We did memorize a lot. A, C, E, A. Also A, good. A and B, okay, good. Good. Lots of A's, so we did memorize a lot, yeah. Lots of C's, the information came from teachers. Never E. Good. C, A, E, A. Good. So yeah, lots of A's. I do remember the time when I was a school student and I texted all of this just to check whether our experiences were similar or not that similar. And I also tried to, bring back from my memories when my mom was a school student, yeah. B with a smiling face, nice. And I realized that the times changed dramatically. We used to memorize a lot. Yeah. The information mainly, even when I was at school, it wasn't like a long time ago, hopefully, but the information came from teachers and information came from books, even though we had internet and we had some devices when I was a school student, but we only started practicing to getting information from the internet. We didn't really trust it that far, I can say that when I was a student, we saw some pictures in the books. Finally, that was a time when we had some pictures in the books, but I cannot say that they were that engaging. If you're with me with this one, I do remember even times when I have this Galicinsky black and white book for my English, which was an awful time. Not a picture, even there wasn't like this white pleasant paper. It was something else. So yeah, the times changed and they changed a lot. So the next question to you would be, based on what we discussed earlier, why do you think students need a new set of skills, a particular set of skills to engage with and make sense of the world? Okay, please feel free to write in the chat. Why do you think our students need a set of skills to engage with the world and to make sense with the world, of the world? To be motivated to learn. Thank you, Olga. Thank you. Yes, it is true. To be motivated to learn. Good. Okay. Global citizenship. Yeah. Because we are part of the world. Yes, absolutely. And it doesn't make any sense to pretend that we are not. We have so many people coming to our country, and we come to different countries lots of times. So there is no point in denying this at all. Good, good. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's wait for a couple more answers. Real life connection. That is also true. Real life connection. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh-huh. Requirement of time. It is true. It is true. As we've discussed, the time changed dramatically. Nowadays, when to your classrooms, the new generation comes to your classroom, these kids, they already live in extremely different time. They already have all the devices, even when they are first graders, even when they are preschoolers. They have so much access to information that it changed just dramatically. Just have a look at this. Nowadays, information gets to us from anywhere in the world. Anyone can send it to us at any time, whether we want to get this information or not. Let's be honest, how many of you have looked at your smartwatch already to check what messages you got? Or how many of you check your phone when there is this clicking sound or any sound that your phone makes, just to have a look what's happening there? Who is texting me? Okay, is it something serious or not? We all have our phones, our devices. They are irresistible, they are addictive, and information that we get from there, it influences us whether we want it or not. And this is the reality our kids live in. When they come to our primary school, they already live differently, and we are teachers of a little bit different generation now. We have to have a clear understanding what to do with this. Yeah, so that is why we are here, and that is why we are talking about this, right? Okay. Before we start talking about these 5 essential literacies, the reason why we decided to have this conversation, to know how we can develop these 5 essential literacies, let's have a look at the definition of the word literacy. You have 2 definitions of the word literacy, and one of them is the new one. Which one do you think is the new definition of the word literacy? Which is the new definition? B. B. B, yeah. Yeah. Everybody is just typing B. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we used to have this A definition when when I started working. The word literacy meant being able to read, being able to write, some comprehension involved in this. Yeah, but nowadays literacy means not completely, but slightly different thing. Nowadays, literally is having knowledge and competence in particular area to be able to communicate effectively and make sense of the world. Yes, so we can see, even looking at the word literacy, that a lot of things have changed. Good. And because lots of things changed, let's have a look at what literacies we are going to be talking about today. The first one is a textual literacy. We will have a look at visual literacy too, media literacy, social literacy, and global literacy. Those are the top 5 literacies we need to focus on nowadays, and we need to be able to give information and teach our learners to be able to read the world, using the skills that we can provide them with, knowing the information about this literacies and how to incorporate some of the activities based on this information in the classroom. And we will start with the first one. We will start with the textual literacy. First, easy question to you. What are texts? Just type in the chat. What do you think? What are texts? Just the one word, 2 words. Don't have to write the whole sentence. What are texts? Any information. Yes, good. Information. Yes, yes, good. Good. Some words, good. So basically, something written, information. Yeah, absolutely. Words that connect with each other into a sentence, story, yes. We give information in the text. It's written, it's typed. Anything that you can read with your eyes, yeah, it has some piece of information. This is the text. In developing language skills. Good. Yes, we do provide information. Okay, good. So these are the texts. The texts are usually information in the written form that we get, that we see, that we come across. Yeah, good. Okay. So what my ideas are about textual literacy. Usually what we do, we have our book, we open our book, we look at the text with our students, and we do the exercises for the text, correct? Nothing wrong with this? All good? All right. What 3 steps I try to use in my classroom, especially with younger students? The first step is to identify what kind of text is in front of the student, yeah? So there are different types of text. A text message, it's text, yeah? A sign on the road with some words, this is also a text. An article that we are reading, text, an essay, I don't know, some summary of something, or maybe we give some recommendations, so this is a review. Those are all type of texts, and it's always a good idea for your students to have a look at the written piece of information and specifically know what that is. That is an essay, that is just a text from a friend, this is a notice, this is a sign I read, what that is, yeah? The second step we have to make is to analyze the text. All the information that we receive from text, it was designed for 3 major things, whether to inform us or entertain or influence us. There are 3 major things that texts were created for us. So when the student understands what text is in front of her or him, the next step would be to analyze why the text was written, what this text can give you, just some information. It's a good idea to entertain a student right now, or it tries to persuade or influence our student. And we do this to finally come to our third step. We form our own opinion, and we teach our students to form their own opinion based on what they look at, what they see. We analyze and we question messages in the text. We understand them and we form our own opinion. That's what we have to give our students. When they read something, they have to analyze whether this is a sign on the road that we have to be careful. Why do you think we have to be careful? All it is analysis that forms our opinion afterwards, right? So when we have a text, we have to be able to analyze it and to form our own opinion. So for example, we have these 3 different texts. I chose them randomly. The first text about playgrounds. What do you think is the purpose of this text? To inform, to entertain, or to influence? Your opinion. Just write in the chat. Inform, entertain, or influence. Inform. Inform. All of them. Good. Good. Inform. Okay. All. I like that there are some people who text all definitely. Yeah, because sometimes we have the text that can contain information, they inform us and they entertain us. Yeah. It can be everything. Yeah, I see a little bit of information here, but mostly in my opinion, we entertain students right here. We talk about the playgrounds. What you can do afterwards, after reading this text, is you can ask your students, what playgrounds do you usually go to? Would you like to attend this particular playground that you were reading the text about? Yeah. So we can lighten up their mood when we talk about things that they like, when we talk about things that they actively, engage with their peers at. This is an amazing opportunity for us to lighten up the mood, to bring some joy, and to ask what they do with this. The second text about the food. What do you think the purpose of this text is? Is it to inform, is it to entertain, or is it to influence? All, yeah, yeah. Good, good, yeah, yeah. There is like all these things that we see here. Yeah, all. Good. So what we see here, we see that there is some information involved. This text is informative, but also it gives some recommendations. So the text tries to influence our opinion about food a little bit. Involved into interaction. Yeah, good. So it gets us to think about what food we eat, how to eat tinned food, or is it better to eat, healthier type of food? So we can get our students to discuss whether they eat tinned food, and if they eat, when do they do this? For example, if it's a winter time and they want to eat pineapple, why not? Food in teens can provide us with this opportunity, and it's a nice opportunity. Yeah, what do they prefer eating in summer? So we can ask them all these questions, we can have this discussion, and they can make their mind how they what they think about teen food. Is that a good or a bad thing, and why they think so? And what they think about healthy food. What is a healthy food in their opinion? Is it a thing that we have to eat every day and strictly consume only healthy food? What they think about this? So it's actually a good thing when we help our students think about this and come up with their own opinion, because it's always easier to take somebody else's thoughts, right? The amazing authors of this text, they are of course brilliant, but what we are trying to do with education, we try our students to think themselves. So the text will give us an amazing opportunity to try to do that. So instead of only doing the tasks, I would highly recommend you to try to get your students to analyze the text and make their own minds about the particular topic that you can see here. And the third text, it's only information about the boy. Yeah, and what we can do with this, we can have a look at this information, read about this fantastic boy, say, hey, nice to you, thank you so much for sharing this information. And the student can write down his or her answer, his or her reply, with the help of the teacher, of course, because it's only level 2 of the book, Our World. We will help them, of course. But yeah, we can do that. Good. So these are the ideas for the textual literacy. And let's move on. Okay, so you can see the fantastic photo from National Geographic Learning. And the next question to you. What are visuals? if we are to talk about the visual literacy, let's think about what are visuals? What's that? Type in a chat your answers. Pictures, what we can see. Absolutely. Everything we can see, these are visuals. Posters, pictures, school. We can see school. This is a visual. All. Yeah. Absolutely. Photos. Of course. Nice. You're absolutely right. This is an amazing conference. So many people interacting with me. So nice. Thank you so much. This is a pleasure for me. Okay, good. Photos, pictures, yeah. So we do have lots of photos nowadays in our phones everywhere. And there is no secret that our students spend lots of their time in their phones and devices, and they visually see lots of different things. They post videos, they post photos on their social medias, even from the early age. And the importance of visual literacy, yeah, why it matters. The thing is that visuals can be a powerful tool for our students and for other people. We communicate through messages. We bring our ideas and information through photos. We do that. And I think it is important because it is important to give our students this information, because sooner rather than later, they will be able to post lots of things in their social accounts. And sometimes the sense of responsibility for posting some photos comes long after they've done this, yeah? So the idea of teaching visual literacy, from the early age is actually to make sure our students know that the pictures, they give the message, the idea, they also influence other people. And what 3 activities I like doing with my classroom is the first one, we analyze picture stories in groups. This is an amazing activity. We are going to try it a little bit later. We usually do this with a unit opener page. I'm sure you have unit opener pages in your books. And don't skip this page. Sometimes I know that people like skipping this page, but don't skip that. It's a good thing. I'm gonna show you how to work with this. It's just a quick activity. It can be a warm-up. You don't have to build a whole lesson on a unit opener page, but if you want to, feel free to do that. The next thing I like doing is to create simple drawings to express students' ideas. Why I like doing this? So it can be related to different topics like weather, clothes, literally anything, favorite food. The idea of creating a simple drawing, they can prepare it in advance at home, or they can do it in the classroom, especially with the young learners. It gives them some thinking time, which is crucial for this age. While they are creating something, they have this time for thinking how they are going to present it, what they are going to say this. So this is a very good thing when you want to encourage your not so confident students, and this way they also show their pictures, they share some personal stories, and this is how they actually learn that images stick better for our memory. Our memory doesn't work like that it remembers words. We remember visuals, and every time we bring the visual, it sticks to our memory, and it brings the sense of responsibility that sometimes, when you want to post something or like something, you better think about it carefully. And the next thing, the third one, use our own photos to tell your story. I don't give any restrictions or any recommendations what photo to bring. It can be a photo from a phone. It can be a printable picture. It can be anything. literally anything they want to bring into a class, and they it can be also related to any topic. It can be a photo of food they like. It can be a photo of them on a particular day, and they tell about their emotions and feelings, how they felt, and because. It can be a photo of clothes again, and they tell about the clothes they're wearing. This way they learn that pictures is a powerful tool. It's not a simple thing as we used to think before. It's a powerful tool. And let's get back to the first activity, because I promised you to share some ideas about the unit opener page. Okay, so I do love this photo. When a little bit personal information, maybe it's not good to tell that, but anyway, when I showed my husband this presentation, he said, "Is this I like food because of you or because of your students and teachers?" Because he knows I'm a big food fan. So he was like, clear why you're using this. So you see the photo here of fantastic kids eating something. And there is the caption, "Children eating in Florence, Italy." And there is this gap. I would like you to think what these kids are eating and write down in the chat. What's the missing word in this gap, in your opinion? What's they eating? What's that? Ice cream. Okay. Any other ideas? Ice cream. Good. Ice cream. Yogurt. Yogurt. Good. Ice cream. Good. Ice cream. I literally was expecting somebody, type in something like gelato because it's Italy. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. That is ice cream. Yeah, this is the starter level. This is the ice cream here. I like, like showing my kids these pictures, and I like, covering up some information so they are trying to guess what that is. But that's not everything you can do with this picture. I want you to think about other questions that can be asked using this picture. So look at this and think what questions you could create for your kids to answer. What other questions can be asked? Let's think about it together. Why are they sitting here? Yeah, good. Why are they sitting here? Yeah. What season is this? Good. Good. How many children are there? Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What are they doing? Absolutely good. What clothes they wearing? Mm-hmm. Into like this. Yeah. What are their names? Nice. What are their parents? Yeah. What's the weather like? Yeah. Good. Mm-hmm. Are they happy? Why? Yes. Good. Of course they are happy. They are eating. What color are their clothes? Their feelings? Yeah. 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 Do you like ice cream? Of course. Of course, it's always a good idea afterwards to share your own preferences about eating ice cream. And what flavor do you like? Of course, very good. Yes, absolutely. We can get our students to answer lots of questions, just looking at the picture. And this is the power of picture. How many girls and boys can you see? Yes. Is anybody watching them over? I do like this one. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm sorry, but this was a huge question to answer. I mean, I like this one. Yeah. Good. So as you can see, the photo is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool. Lots of questions can be asked. It can open up a huge discussion, and you can see how it influences, even our own attitude right now, especially after looking at these cute kids and listening to so many really great questions. Good. Good. Okay. So then we are going to be talking about the media literacy. Media literacy, that's literally everything we can see browse like videos from the internet, YouTube, everything we watch on TV, everything we listen to. This is media literacy. And when we talk about media literacy, there are two things that we also discuss with our students. There are two things that we bring their attention to. That media literacy also influences us. Yeah, it can inform us, but when it's media literacy, more than not, it tries to give us some formed opinion for us to listen or to watch. So it's a good idea for our students to recognize bias. We teach our students that there is an influence that can change our choices or form our choices and preferences. Also, we teach our kids to identify misinformation if there is a misinformation in the video. We help our learners to decide if the information is balanced and accurate. And even in our books that were created for kids, when we work with the videos, those are the videos from the book Look. The book Look sounds really great. I do love their videos. What I like about them most is that they are not fake. I don't like working with fake videos. So this book, it is amazing because it gives all natural, what can we say about this? It gives just a natural vibe. You can see the nature, you can see real kids, you can see real situations, and it is amazing. But it's not the most important thing here. You have the videos, you have the tasks for the videos, like listen, before you watch, after you watch. But what I look closely to, if there is, like this thinking process involved after watching the video, and if there is the process of implying this to your personal life. If there is not, we will bring it to the lesson. So there is the fantastic video about food, the first one from lesson 7, in the first picture. And different kids talk about their preferences for lunch, what they bring for school. I'm not going to show you the videos because it will take some time, but you will clearly get the message. If you want to check out this book, I will give you a free copy, some samples, and there is a Spark platform with the free trial. We can talk about this later. So the videos are fantastic there. But the most important thing is the exercise number 4 that we have here. Let's have a closer look. After we have watched this video, there are like really great questions about this video. Do you have a school lunch or do you take your own food? What's your favorite food for lunch? We can add, is your lunch box or food that you eat for lunch healthy? Describe a typical food from your country, because what we see, it's good, it's great, but it's other people's experiences. Our kids can have a look and say, oh, pasta with tomato sauce. I do love it for lunch. I would bring it every day. We don't bring pasta with tomato sauce for lunch every day. So it's very good idea to realize what we actually have in our community, in our country, in our school. Yes, it's a good idea to think about that. And it's a good idea to reflect on how it actually is in your life and what you do in your life, how relevant this information is for you. Even though it's beautiful, the picture is fantastic, but let's still leave the critical thinking involved after the video watching. The same thing here. We have a look at the second page. There is a fantastic video about litter in the ocean and how it is dangerous for animals that live in the ocean. Of course, we have to give this information to our kids, of course. And it's all good and great unless we don't think about what we can do for our own country and for our environment, for our school. We think about the ocean, it's good, we analyze this, we talk about this, but also it's a good idea to, this is the question, These are the questions. It's always a good idea to have a look at the question, for example, number 3. Imagine what you want to make something from an old plastic bag. What do you want to make? For you to use, not for other people. Yeah. Or have you ever taken part in a beach, river, or park cleanup? Okay, not beach, river, and park cleanup. Have you ever taken part in a cleanup? What do you do to make your school clean? What do you do to make your home clean? What do you do if you want to live in a clean environment? Do you pick up the litter? Do you not leave it there? It's always a good idea to bring something real from our world, because it's good that we talk about environment. It's crucial to talk about this. But everything starts with us and from the environment we live in and how we take care about this. So after watching this, do not stop only with the ideas that were put in the video. Let's make our students think about the ideas that would be helpful for them and for real life and the life that they live in. Okay, good. Next, social literacy. In other words, social and emotional learning. This is a huge topic. I gave a presentation about this in the beginning of this month in Kiev. But if I were to bring it to 3 simple things about social literacy, and if our students are socially literate, what would I say? The first thing, if our students are socially literate, they effectively communicate. And by effective communication, we mean that our students are able to maintain a supportive and respectful relationship, listen to others, and be heard. This is for one. The second thing is social and emotional collaboration. Our students are able to recognize and to respond to their own feelings and emotions and to others' feelings and emotions. And number 3 would be awareness. When our students make responsible and caring decisions towards themselves and other people and their peers. Social and emotional learning, social literacy is a huge topic. It's a good one. It's very important. It's how we collaborate in classroom. It's how we respect each other, how we make decisions to respect ourselves, to respect our peers. This is a huge topic, and we all know it's crucial in our environment. And what we have to think about when we are choosing the book, whether we have enough information about this and whether we have information about this. If not, we will have to think about creating this, regulating something in the classroom. But what I like about these 2 examples, also from the book Look, I like that in the book Look there are practical pages with the useful vocabulary for our students. The vocabulary that is really important when we want our students to be able to talk about their feelings and emotions and everything. And these pages, they not only give them the tool in a way of knowing the vocabulary, but it gives them, even for level 2, it gives them the opportunity to practice it in social environment in their classroom. Because this is important. When our students get back home, they have their parents there. It's good. They also teach them. It's amazing. But the kids learn the most how to behave when they are in social environment. And if we don't practice this, they will not have the skill of being able to communicate effectively. I have a confession to make. I think I always tell this to everyone, that when I teach my students, my end goal is not the English itself. I always use English as a tool. So I want my students to be able to talk, to communicate with others. I want my students to be able to respect others. And I really want my students to be curious. But I know if I don't give them the practical skill of being polite, of being able to talk about their feelings, it will all be useless. So what I like about the pages like this is that we have some practical dialogues here after the vocabulary. And the exercise 4 says us, with your partner, practice the dialogue from exercise 1, and then you can act out a similar dialogue. So we learn this vocabulary, we practice this, we learn how to have the skill of saying this, like language is a tool. And then we actually are able to create our own politeful conversation. And this is crucial. I see that you're texting agree, socializing is crucial, totally agree. I think we all accepted that we are not only English language teachers a long time ago. We are also geography teachers. We are also, I don't know, some science teachers from time to time, even though we have to Google some information. I do Google some information. And we teach our kids social skills. That's what we do. That's what we do. And we all accepted that English, it's not the end goal, even though it's beautiful. We like English so much. But we have so many things we have to give our students, and this is not only English. Good. Super. And thank you so much. I'm so happy that you give me thumbs up and you type that you agree. Thank you. Okay. So the next block, the last one, the global skills. In your opinion, just tell me honestly, what are global skills? What is that? We've discussed, as it's already said in the chat, a little bit of psychology here. What are global skills? What is that? Global literacy, it's about what? When we talk about global literacy, we need to know what are global skills. One or two words, not more. Communication with people worldwide. Thank you, Natalia. Yeah. How to accept the world we live in. Thank you, Olga. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Critical thinking, collaboration, other 21st century skills. Absolutely. Oh, such a warm audience today. I'm just really excited about this. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So yeah, we all live in a social world. Absolutely, absolutely. So when our students are globally literate, yeah, we know that they have these 3 important skills. They have these 3 ideas in their head. First of all, they respect all living and non-living organisms and things. Non-living things, cannot say organisms. Non-living things like nature or other people's possessions. We appreciate, if we are globally literate, we appreciate different cultures, customs, and we share a sense of community. We contribute to making the world a better place through our own actions. Those are the 3 crucial things when we talk about global literacy: respect, appreciation, and contribution. And we can talk about skills for a long time. That is true. We can give our students lots of knowledge, but when they go to another country, and it's impossibly crucial for them to be able to be themselves in this country and to be able to respect the difference that they will see. Feeling safe, also feeling safe. Just give me some pluses in the chat if lots of your students are living abroad right now. Tell me if your students are living, yes, abroad right now. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot. Yeah, lots of my students are also living abroad. I miss them like crazy. I'm so happy for them. But I cannot say that there was something more pleasant to me than a call from my student when she told me, Alona, do you remember this thing you were talking about? I actually saw this here, and you're right. And this is just how it works. So we teach our students to respect the difference, not to feel cringy about this. What's that? No, we teach them to respect. And I'm gonna show you some of the things that I like for my younger students that works really well. There are fantastic pages value in our world book. You can just bring pictures again if you're not using this book. And what I like about this, there is the caption here, a fantastic caption that says a lot, as the picture itself says a lot. Not only will you have an amazing question here, are you kind to animals and what do you do? You will also have a fantastic think, pair, share activity where you choose how to be kind to animals. You will practice the language, of course, here, but you will also practice the values. You will have a look at your students' values. You will have a discussion. You will see how our students are nice to each other and how our students are nice to the world that surrounds them. You can bring any photo here for your students to work with. You can take the photo from the book. It works really well. Create types of tasks like this when they practically share their experience. There are lots of interesting pages here. If you're interested, I'm gonna give you a demo version of this book to try. You will just text me and you will have a look at how many brilliant ideas you can find here. Also, there are lots of really great ideas in the text. Let's not forget about that. Our students, when they take books, this is the Our World book. This is the first level. What I like about National Geographic learning books, the reason why I work for National Geographic Learning and Linguist Company, is because the amount of information about the world is fantastic here. It's really great. So we can see different people in their traditional clothes from different parts of the world. We can create our own picture of our own clothes and give a presentation. We can value how important it is to have our traditional clothes and for people around the world, what meanings they have. And we can appreciate the difference. That's what we do. We appreciate the difference. We value ourselves and we value the world around us. Okay. So let's sum up because the time is almost gone, but nevertheless, the 5 literacies that we are having for our students to be successful. What we do, we explore visuals, we build solid textual background, we analyze media, we practice social skills, and we connect globally. That's what we do. And just a 1 minute question, 1 or 2 minutes. What are your takeaways from this session? We have discussed a lot. If you have any takeaways that you would like to share, just please feel free to use the chat and type something that you liked or that was maybe memorable for you. I will be really happy to have a look at this. Oh, thank you. Okay. 1 or 2 words again. You don't need to write down to teach 5 skills. Very interesting ideas. Thanks. Thank you too for attending the webinar. Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, leading through emotions. Thank you. Thank you too, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully there was lots of interesting things and ideas presentation, logically organized. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully you got information you were looking to. It was a huge pleasure for me to be with you today. Just in case you need any information from me, this is the phone number, my email address, and the website you can visit. Once again, I'm going to remind you that if you want to try our look title or our wall title, please feel free to text or call me or a letter, and in my inbox will be also welcomed. I'm going to give you a free trial for 120 days for any book you are willing to have a look at. Okay. And once again, thank you so much for attending the webinar. The certificates, by the way, the certificates, they will be ready tomorrow. I'll give all the information and they will be sent for you tomorrow. Cannot say what time specifically because I don't know, but they will be ready tomorrow. So you don't have to wait for a long time. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to buy something already from the Linguist Company, feel free to use this information. And I hope you will have an amazing, safe, and fantastic day. Thank you for your thanks and thank yous. It was very nice to see you. I hope you will truly have a good day. And I think I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next webinars. It will be a great pleasure for me. Enjoy your day and take good care. See you soon. Bye-bye.